Welcome. Sit down. Pour yourself a drink. Let's cut through the noise for a moment. I look around today and I see a lot of confusion. Men are confused. They are chasing trends, buying neon sneakers, wearing boots that look like they belong on a construction site, or stiff leather shoes that scream, "I am trying too hard." It's exhausting just looking at them. Today, I want to give you a secret, a cheat code, if you will. It's about one specific item, an item that, if you embrace it, will solve 80% of your wardrobe problems. I'm talking about the beige suede loafer. Yes, beige suede loafers. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is just another fashion tip, listen to me. This isn't about fashion. Fashion is for kids. This is about style. And more importantly, it is about self-respect. I have a theory. I believe that a man who has his life together, a man who values his time and his image, should build the vast majority of his outfits around this shoe. Why? Let's break it down, and we are going to go deep today. First, let's talk about the material, suede. Why is suede superior to regular leather for a daily driver? Think about the physics of light. Smooth leather reflects light. It shines. It demands attention. It says, "Look at me." There is a time and place for that, sure. But true power, true confidence, it doesn't need to shout. Suede absorbs light. It has a texture, a depth. It's matte. When you wear a beige suede loafer, you are projecting an image of quiet luxury. You are telling the world that you are comfortable in your own skin. You don't need your shoes to sparkle to feel important. That texture, that soft nap of the suede, it adds a layer of sophistication that smooth leather just cannot match. It looks expensive but effortless. And effortless is the key word here. Now, we need to address the elephant in the room, and I want to be very clear about this. Socks. If I see you wearing visible socks with loafers, I am going to assume you still let your mother dress you. Seriously, what the hell are you doing? Wearing socks. White socks, black socks, patterned socks, with a loafer is like putting ketchup on a Wagyu steak. It is a crime. It ruins the line. It breaks the flow. The entire point of a loafer is the silhouette. It is designed to show the ankle. That small gap of skin between the hem of your trousers and the shoe, that is where the magic happens. It creates airiness. It looks Mediterranean. It looks relaxed. When you cover that up with a piece of cotton, you kill the vibe instantly. You look stuffy. You look like an accountant from 1995. And look, I know what you're thinking. But my feet will sweat. Or, it's uncomfortable. Grow up. Buy invisible socks. They exist. They hide inside the shoe. You get the hygiene and you keep the aesthetic. But under no circumstances should I see a sock riding up your ankle. That is non-negotiable. Let's move on to utility. The versatility of the beige loafer is, frankly, it's unmatched. Think about your closet. Navy chinos? The beige loafer pairs perfectly. The contrast between the dark blue and the light beige is classic. White linen trousers? Of course, it's the ultimate summer look. Light wash denim jeans? Absolutely. You can literally wake up in the morning hungover with 5 minutes to get ready. You grab a pair of jeans, a crisp white t-shirt, and you slide into your beige loafers. Boom. You don't look like a slob. You look like a movie star on his day off. If you wore running shoes with that outfit, you'd look like a teenager. If you wore black dress shoes, you'd look confused. But the beige loafer? It is the universal connector. It bridges the gap between casual and formal. It is the Swiss Army knife of footwear. But now I want to talk about something deeper. Body language. Because clothes are not just about covering your body, they are about... Now, let's talk about the way you move. Clothes are just fabric, unless you have the body language to back them up. There is only one way a man should sit in a public space. You know it, and I know it. We don't sit with our legs tight together like we're hiding something. No, we sit in the figure four. Ankle on the knee, posture open, relaxed. dominant. Imagine you're at a lounge or a high-stakes meeting. You cross your leg. Your right ankle rests on your left knee. Now look at your foot. If you're wearing a chunky, ugly sneaker, you've just put a giant piece of rubber in the other person's face. It looks clumsy. It looks childish. It looks like a fucking brick. But if you're wearing a slim, Italian-cut beige suede loafer, it is beautiful. The profile is thin. The suede is soft. As your foot rests there, it doesn't look like an obstacle. It looks like a centerpiece. It signals that you are in control of your space. You're not stiff. You're flexible. You're dangerous but sophisticated. The figure 4 was literally made for this shoe. It frames the ankle, shows the texture, and tells everyone in the room that you know exactly what you're doing. And let's go even further. Let's talk about the feet on the desk moment. You've had a long day. You've closed the deal. You're in your office. You lean back, hands behind your head, and you throw your feet up on the desk. If you do this in heavy boots, you look like a barbarian. You look like a guy who's about to break the furniture. It's low class. If you do it in gym shoes, you look like a kid who's playing office. But with the beige loafer, the shoe is so light, so clean. When it's on the desk, it doesn't look like an insult. It looks like authority. It says, I am so comfortable in my power that I can put my feet up and still look better than everyone else in this building. It turns an arrogant gesture into a moment of pure fucking class. Listen to me. A man who respects himself doesn't have time to worry about 50 different pairs of shoes. He needs a signature. He needs a uniform. That's why I say 80%. 80% of your life, outside of the gym or the snow, should be spent in these shoes. Stop buying shit you don't need. Stop following influencers who dress like clowns. Get yourself a pair of high-quality beige suede loafers. Take care of them. Use a suede brush. Treat them like an investment, not a purchase. Burn those fucking ugly socks, and start sitting like you actually deserve to be in the room. Once you make the switch, you'll see. When you look down and see that beige suede, you won't just feel like a guy in shoes. You'll feel like the man you're supposed to be. Now, get out there and get it done. Cheers.